Hello, hello, hello. It is the GE Diva, aka the Delaware blogger, coming to you live with another episode of Podcasting Your Purpose. Let me show you what today's episode is, number 108, and the title is Persistence or Procrastination. That's right, podcasting, persistence or procrastination. I was actually came up with this topic yesterday, and I did say that I was going to cut back on my scheduling so that I was not going to be doing these YouTube videos daily, Monday through Friday, and that I would cut back to just like Tuesdays and Thursdays because it does get a bit much. And Roberto Blake is the one who said, hey, if you could do it every day, do it every day. But if not, don't do it. So I was doing it every day for the first 100 episodes, which was great. I met my goal, exceeded my goal. Now we're on episode 108, but I'm not doing it every day. But today's topic, again, podcasting, persistence or procrastination. And with so much going on in the world today, you may feel like you just want to get in the bed and pull the covers over your head or just bury your head in the sand, but we cannot do that. We cannot do that. We all have a voice. We all have a vision. We all have a mission to share it with others. We cannot allow negativity, injustice, and chaos take over us and our world. We need to stop procrastinating and be persistent in positivity, which is a great way in which to do so with a podcast. This morning, I read in the pod news that political podcasts are increasing, and that's just going to be a whole lot of negative noise. So I ask you, if you have something to say, if you have a voice, a vision, and or mission that is positive, you need to share that gift. You need to share that gift with the world because you can literally, I've said this before, you can literally change someone's life. So let's go with positivity. Stop procrastinating. Be persistent in what your goals are and share them with the world. Let your voice, not violence, rise. Let your voice, not injustice, take over. And we can bond with people who are like-minded. Yeah, there's going to be negative naysayers and trolls and all that other stuff out there. But if you combine enough positive people together, it can drown out that negative noise. Don't feel abandoned. Don't feel despondent. You have a voice, you have a vision, you have a mission, and you need to share it today with a podcast. And the reason why I'm so passionate about it, I had an opportunity to mentor a young couple, a young college couple, and I had signed up to be a mentor in one of the podcasting communities that I joined, where they just connect with you via messenger, and they ask you if you'd be interested in being a mentor for them. There's no obligation whatsoever. You don't connect on the phone, you don't connect in an email, you connect directly with them via messenger. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll do it. And so I asked them, I said, please just send me the link to your podcast so I can take a listen. Now, listen, by no means am I an expert when it comes to podcasting, but I do know my stuff. I've been podcasting now since 2017, and I've helped a lot of people start and launch their own podcast. And as a matter of fact, my new client today will be launching next month. I'll tell you a little bit more about her as she continues on, as today was just the first session. But like I said, I don't know everything, but I know enough that I can help someone that's just starting out. And what I loved about this young college couple was they were so in sync. I could hear it in the voice. I could hear it the way they spoke. And when I asked, how long have you been together? They said, it was just 5 months, but they knew each other from high school. And as I listened to that first podcast, I was like, oh, okay, this is normal Gen X or Gen Y conversation. I wasn't overly impressed. Again, I turned 59 on the 20th of September. So I kind of know, the younger generations, how they talk. But what I did have an opportunity to do was listen to another episode. I didn't give up on them and I didn't critique it or didn't say anything. I wanted to hear another episode. And I ended up listening to, I think, 2 additional episodes. And like I said, they were really in sync with one another. They were just having reality conversation. But what struck me and what really disturbed me was not their podcast, but this generation, what they're going through is a lot more than what we went through, at least what I went through. I went to Dell State in the 80s. It was great. It was fun. I didn't have to worry about anything. I didn't have to worry about, being shot. Didn't have to worry about, being arrested. Didn't have to worry about saying I can't breathe. I mean, I know these things have been going on for a long time, but that wasn't front and foremost in my life. The riots and the injustices, those had occurred when I was a toddler, like tiny in the 60s. But now college students, Gen X, Gen Y, they are surrounded not only with what's happening in the world, but just they're trying to get through school. And one of the things that they talked about was being persistent and not procrastinating, especially during this COVID-19 lockdown. A lot has changed. A lot of classes have gone virtual. They don't even have to leave their dorm room. They don't even need to be on the yard. But, they cannot procrastinate. They need to continue and they need to persist. So that is why I chose today's topic of persistence versus procrastination. Or are you being persistent or are you procrastinating? Because this is not the time in which to procrastinate. This is the time to create that podcast, to share your voice, your vision, and your mission with those that are like-minded. Yes, we know what's going on is unjust. Yes, we know what's happening, but we cannot allow violence to take over. We cannot make them tell us that we are less than. So we need to have a voice, starting a podcast, something like what this couple was doing, college conversations, getting together, sitting around, talking about the injustices of the world, registering people to vote, getting out there and getting in your community to help others that may not know any better. That's what we need to do. And it's, my heart hurts. My heart hurts. My heart hurts. And I know your heart hurts. We see what's going on. We know what's going on. And again, I just don't know what more I could have said to that couple other than they had a wonderful chemistry. I loved, the conversation. I gave them some advice on their intro, their outro, and their CTA. But all in all, just listening to that conversation that they were having in a dorm room about life, reality, what's happening on the yard, what's happening off the yard, what's happening with COVID, what's happening in sports, what's happening in the world. So again, if you have something to say, don't procrastinate. Be persistent in whatever it is. Be honest in whatever it is. You have to share your voice. You have to share your mission and your vision. And when you're ready, like many of my clients are, I am inviting you to sign up. Send an email to me. Let me give you my email address. Send an email to me at info@ablakeenterprises.com so that we can get you scheduled for a 30-minute complimentary discovery call so that I can talk to you further about what it is that you may want to talk about. And you may want to talk about it in a blog. I also offer blogging services. So send an email to info@ablakeenterprises.com to get yourself scheduled for that 30-minute complimentary discovery call, which will lead to a coaching session. I know it will. And the coaching session is a great investment for you. And again, it's an investment of $159, and you cannot beat that with a stick. And you know what the 59 is, right? That's my birth. That's how many old ages I am, right? 59. So I figure 159, what's a better way to kick off that number? So 159. If you don't want to do that, guess what? I have the Podcasting Your Purpose resource guide, which I am working on part 2. I'm almost done. It's over there, and I'll be sending it to publishing. But this Podcasting Your Purpose resource guide is $15.99. It's available on Amazon, or if you want to send an email to me, again, at info@ablakeenterprises.com, I will send it to you free shipping. And it talks about not only what is a podcast, but why start a podcast. And we all know why you should start a podcast, because people are starting podcasts each and every day. And big businesses know, and they are putting in dollars and cents when it comes to advertisements and sponsorships. So you can create a podcast that may generate additional income for you. And I actually am also working on the pitching for podcast sponsorships ebook. I'm going to have that available soon as well. So you can just download that. It'll be a PDF that you can download. And in it, I talk about how to pitch for your sponsors, whether or not you're a new podcaster or a veteran podcaster. There are things that you need to be aware of: how to pitch, who to pitch to, how to schedule, how to plan, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. How to get out there, how do you promote yourself? That all-inclusive CTA. Talk to your listeners, talk to your sponsors. I included a sample email, which I found to connect with potential sponsors, as well as a list here where you can put your name of the contacts, the follow-ups, because remember, follow-ups, the fortune is in the follow-up. I learned that as an ambassador for the Newcastle County Chamber of Commerce. The fortune is in the follow-up. So you can meet someone, you can send an email, you can have a chit chat, but you need to follow up, because they may not be ready at the time that you had that first conversation, but that doesn't mean that they don't want your services, or they don't need your services, or they don't want you, to be on your podcast. So again, the fortune is in the follow-up, and that's part of pitching, following up with your email. So there's some other types of information in here. I will have that done and available for you if you want to send an email to me, again, at info@ablakeenterprises.com. I have printables that are free for you. Just let me know. Just put in the subject line, free printables, and I'll send you that whole pack of printables. I'm having my landing page worked on. I'm procrastinating with that. Persistence or procrastination. I'm being persistent in my procrastination when it comes to that landing page, but I'm not going to be procrastinating when it comes to a podcast, because I know you're ready to start your podcast today. So when you are, send that email, info@ablakeenterprises.com. We'll get you signed up for the 30-minute complimentary discovery call. You can order the book directly from Amazon or from me. If you're interested in the book bundle, the basic blogging tips for beginners and the podcasting your purpose resource guide, that is $26. I will also get that out to you with no shipping cost, no additional shipping cost. So grab your earbuds, grab your headphones, grab your condenser mic, whatever you need to do. Don't procrastinate. Be persistent, because you have a voice, you have a vision, and you have a mission. So you need to share it today via a podcast. Thank you guys so very much. This is that Thankful Thursday. Again, when you wake up looking up, everything else is gravy, baby. I'm sending out prayers to the family of Brianna and everybody else, because Black lives do matter. Any and every one that has been affected negatively out there, my prayers are with you. But we need more than just praying. We need to be persistent in what we do. Whatever we're pursuing, we need to be persistent in it. So if your head is in the sand, pull it out of the sand. Get on podcasting, blogging, whatever. Do it in a positive manner, and we can literally change this world. So again, until the next time, stay smart, stay safe, stay social, still from a distance, mask up, because I will see you in cyberspace. See ya. It's the DE Diva, aka the Delaware blogger. Have a beautifully blessed day. Friday is tomorrow. Weekend is here. Do what you need to do, and I'll see ya next week. Bye-bye.